Hey guys, old folk Sean here. Wanted to talk a little bit today about attacking. Obviously, Throne Wars is about to start on our server. You know, a lot of people don't really understand the concept of how to attack, when to attack, positions, anything like that. And so, today I had a video I recorded where we were attacking on my other server, and I don't know, my computer had some issue and it didn't work. And so, today I'm not going to be attacking, but I'm going to discuss tactics, use my mouse a little bit, and kind of show you some thoughts on this. Could I attack? Sure. Is it worth it because I've got Throne Wars coming up in a couple days? No. If Throne Wars wasn't for 14 days, I'd be all over. But since we're 115 hours out, I'm going to go ahead and save all my relocation cards and everything else. Shadow Mines. Yeah, I could say that's coming up another hour and a half. I want to make sure I'm there for that. But let's talk about how should I attack someone? You know, position, all sorts of stuff. This guy's out in the middle of nowhere. Let me find a group. There's a group of guys around here. So let's say I decided to come over here and I'm going to attack this guy. And I click on my relocate. When you attack somebody, usually, not always, but usually you prefer to be close to them. Because if I'm right here, it gives him very little time to react, as well as his entire group of guildmates to defend him. When I first started on the server, I was in a terrible alliance. The guy wanted to solo everybody. And the guild alliance that I'm in right now, said okay, and so they declared war. Well, one of the guys in our group, I actually don't think he's at my location. I think he's at our other one. Let me make sure. Beardo was higher level than me. I was a few days late on the server. Obviously, I'm not behind anymore, but a few days late, starts to attack me. Now, Beardo was where he is now, and I basically was about where the mine is. There's a good 4 to 5 positions away from us. And so what happens is, and I'm going to show you kind of here time-wise, let's say, I want to take off the relocate. That's what's giving me all those issues. I was like, man, that's giving me a lot of grief. Let's say about from here to this 5 mine. If I click attack, and it doesn't matter because I'm only doing this for time, about 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes, somewhere in there, it's going to take to get there. So what happened was Beardo attacked me. He sends all 4 armies. I'm like, crud, I'm about to get nailed by this guy who's going to destroy me. If I defend, it's going to take all my waters. What am I going to do? Well, what happened was this isn't my first time playing, I waited for Beardo's guys to get right there within 30 seconds of me. And Beardo, clicking on relocate here just for this reason, had a spot right next to him where there was nothing. None of his allies were there. Nobody was there. It was just empty. And I teleported right behind him. Now, his troops are 4 to 5 minutes out. I'm no longer there. I used a relocate card, moved right next to him. He has no troops at home to defend. And I just start pounding him with mine because my guys can get there and back twice before his get there. So his get back, what does he do? He attacks me again. Right before they hit, what do? I go to my city wall, I hit the evade war, and I pop a random relocation. And it puts me all the way on the other side of the map. I mean, I'm 3 hours away. I hit him. He took damage, got beat. I didn't take any damage. And, of course, he's wasted all his attacks, because once your attacks are out, you're done. And so now I'm all the way on the other side. Fast forward, it's 2 in the morning. And I have my phone next to my bed. And one of the few nights that I'm actually kind of awake enough, I guess, to hear it, it goes off and it says, you're about to be attacked. Well, one of the other guys in our guild had teleported all the way down there and attacks me. And I mean, I got like 10 seconds when I pull it up to see that he's coming, so I pop up my city wall. I hit evade war. I set up a peace shield and boop, his attack can't go through. And he sends me a message. He's like, man, nice condom. And I'm like, I'm just glad I caught it, man. And so we chit-chatted, and I talked to the GM of the guild. I'm like, listen, man, I don't want anything to do with that guild. That guy's a loser, doesn't understand how this works. Can I join y'all? And they were like, well, sure, we were pretty impressed with what you did. because that's a high level attack move. Am I saying I'm perfect? No. But what you need to understand in this game is there's limited attacks, there's limited relocations, there's limited water, there's so much that goes into a fight. So what you want to do is make sure that you can maximize your ability to do damage and to get raids and minimize theirs. So like what I did with my double relocation technique, I stole 8 out of 14. May not seem like a lot, but in Throne Wars it can be very important, because what's going to happen is, and I'm gonna go here to our main city, is you're going to see here, you know, all these castles lined up side by side. In Throne Wars, basically around the towers, you're going to have all these guys on one side kind of creating a little cone or a square or something to kind of protect a certain area so that they can defend each other and they can operate. And so what will happen is a lot of guys will teleport in behind the line, again, so that they're closer, so that they can attack, so there's less chance for their people to defend them. It becomes imperative to understand when to shield and when to relocate. Again, they only have so many attacks. Now they can buy more attacks. You know, I've got to go. I'm going to pick this guy. Click attack. And right here, I could buy a few more attacks when this is out because I've got one of those cards in my supplies. We're going to go to supplies. So I've got one of those, which gives me 4 more attacks. But for the most part, the average person, you don't have that. Once you're out of attacks, you're out of attacks. So what you kind of have to watch for is, how do I maximize what I'm going to be able to do, and how do I minimize what they can do? Anytime you can waste someone's attacks, you're going to succeed for the most part. So think about this also. Once you attack 4 times, your defenses are cut by 30%. Again, at this point, if you know the person's attacked 4 times and their troops get home, you now know that, let's say they had 100,000 attack power, it's now 70,000 attack power because they've taken that 30% reduction. If you're 85,000 power, you might be able to break through now. So it may seem silly, but try to keep tabs on who's attacked how many times or when someone's attacked. If you're the attacker, try to have an ally with you who maybe is in a peace shield, and he's going to defend your base at the full 100%, plus anything that you guys might have with your alliance, because remember, in your alliance, oh, I forgot we moved it now. I always forget we did this. Research. You know, remember this, you know, when raises of heroes, when you're stationed in someone else's castle, they're going to get bonus damage, they're going to get bonus armor, they're going to get all these things. So remember, you're going to defend stronger than you really are. And so they just leave their troops in your castle. They defend your castle while you're out causing mayhem. And then when you're finally done attacking, you pop your peace shield, you go defend them, and then they go repeat the process. It allows you to maximize it. And if you can catch people that aren't doing that regularly, it'll allow you to succeed where they're going to fail. So, again, just a short, simple thing. Think about position. Think about travel time. You know, people are like, oh, I'm going to lock somebody down with an hour away attack. You know, or I see these guys that send rallies for an hour and a half away. Well, I'm going to relocate, and I'm going to beat the tar out of you. You know, you send 4 attacks on me an hour and a half away, I'm going to wait till you're 5 minutes away. And then I'm going to move and I'm going to kick your teeth in. I mean, that's what you do. You say, listen, if you're dumb enough to attack from that far out, let me show you how it really works. You pop in, you nail them. Maybe their allies try to come get there in time. You're going to get 4 attacks, and if you're close enough, you hit them. Maybe they attack you, then you move back. Then you pop your peace shield. Now they've got to wait. Do I want to move back to his base? Your base can surround you to help you out. Your base can defend you to help you out. They've got to wait 12 hours for your peace shield. I mean, there's so much strategy that takes place. When you go into fights, think about, you know, I'm about to embark on a big journey here. Don't go with a ton of resources. Go back to your academy and really start pumping out, you know, the cooldowns. And, you know, if you've got speed ups, think about using that, because you don't want to go into a war with 50,000 in each region where you're going to get attacked and you're going to lose them. And those are precious, precious commodities to lose. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you got some specific questions or something else you want some more clarification on, ask away. I'm going to be recording during our Throne Wars to kind of show you guys some more stuff. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're having a great day.